Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was taken down by Grant.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And the Browns first down.
How the fuck?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there and on the stop that time. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield now from the 50. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast
crazy, Carlos. That's crazy.
At the 34-yard line.
the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh my God. Oh, that was bad.
My scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands.
That was real
they want
bad.
man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That could have been a pick 6.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a 1st down.
I ain't even do that right
Now
there.
the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Ingram.
I gotta get
And no
him.
room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a
What the
1-yard gain
fuck?
there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46-yard.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward.
What?
And he'll score.
What? That was no tackle. I should never do that,
You don't
though.
want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the
I just
pocket on
fucking
every
around.
play, but I guess that's the
But,
danger of getting
damn.
outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw.
I thought
Turns
dude
into
was gonna
6
make the
points
tackle
other
like that.
way.
I ain't know he was gonna,
Sometimes when you get
get a
outside
pick
the
6 out
pocket,
there.
your
Ho.
vision actually gets obscured a
That
little
was
bit,
gay.
or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Okay, fuck.
It's
That's
up
the
and
only
good,
way he
and
was
we're
gonna
tied
score,
at
too. He
7
ain't
here
scoring on
in quarter
offense.
number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
He ain't scoring on offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17.
Ran over.
He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they...
Man, I can't believe I threw it in this piece. Dude, that's sorry, fuck.
past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got, now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There, this is picked up.
I fumbled that.
Will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder if the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield. And this is complete on the comeback.
Oh, I sold the bag.
And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
Can we not make a tackle?
He's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
2nd and a yard.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw.
Damn, y'all got him in there, cuz. I pinched the line and everything.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
Alright, come back down here, going through the street.
So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Caught right side at Snead. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at
the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
He's brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point is supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Play fake. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Yeah, he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Baltimore Ravens.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down. It's Ingram. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 37 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Browns 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Ravens 28, Browns 23.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson from the shotgun. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
At their own.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have
that
back.
defense a motherfucker. I ain't gonna cap. Them picks I threw, that was on me.
Before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
I just threw that shit. Hey, but that defense a motherfucker, bro. We got locked down right here. Hey, we got dots for real. We can pull them dots out when we want to.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game.
Damn. He got me real quick with a quick pass.
Up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
The Browns 1st down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
Oh, we sniffed that out, though. We sniffed that out, though.
Is out of bounds inside the 35.
We knew that was coming.
Down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Again, Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40.
But they be selling me, bro.
And boy, that means this next
Oh, my
drive is
soul.
going to start at the 3-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and
Bro shouldn't even
after
have
the
the ball right now. He shouldn't even have the
Change
chain.
the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's
They got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Browns drive about to get started, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Complete to Kareem Hunt.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 32.
Mayfield down. That one is caught by...
Bro, y'all ain't gonna guard that whole
They get
new?
him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Nick Chubb.
Defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield caught left side. It's back.
Damn, that shit again. I need a swat on that.
With the first down
I
at the Ravens'
ain't even realize he was over there.
A
For
gain
real.
of 21 yards.
So,
First down, Browns.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
for this.